Now, in today's Take a Day, I want to talk about Carmelo Anthony of the Los Angeles Lakers. And did he put more pressure on the Lakers to win, or did he put more pressure on himself as a player? Before we get into all that, though, please like, subscribe, also hit the notification bell so you get the newest and the bonus content first. We put out content every day, so you won't miss any content here. Now, let's go ahead and jump right into this situation. Now, I've always been on record by saying Carmelo Anthony is, definitely has been a great player in the league for years. Always has been, always been a superstar, always been a mega superstar. And he's shown signs of being, that guy, being the guy that can, carry a team. Now, he never had a chance to win a championship. He never had the opportunity to play in the finals that I remember, and things like that never went his way. But as far as him being a household name and a staple in the NBA, as far as a superstar, solidified as a big time superstar, he's always been that. From Denver Nuggets to New York, he kind of faded, these last couple of years because, he's out of his prime. But he's definitely one of those players that a lot of people are always going to respect and always, look up to as one of the, best players in the NBA in his time of dominating. Now, the comments that he made in regards to the Lakers, himself, and where the Lakers are and what their goals are, I found them comments to be interesting, but go ahead and check these comments out and we'll go from there.
Well, that's a fact. Ain't nobody saying nothing that's not a fact. We old as hell, Steve. You know that in basketball sense. But I just think that what we all bring to the table is a wisdom that a lot of people don't have. Like the way that we're going to be able to come together, hold each other accountable, have each other backs. We have the most knowledge on this one team than the whole NBA have. I think. So if we can't put that together and make something work, then that's on us. That's not on nobody else. And that's something that that I'm looking forward to. We all talk about it. We all discussed it. We know what's at stake. We're gonna have fun with this journey. We're gonna enjoy this journey. We're gonna embrace it. And I'm excited to do it, man, because before, if I was just to walk away from the game before, then I'd have been at peace with that. I'd have been cool with that, knowing that, I tried to win a championship. It just don't work out for everybody. But now that perspective is totally different. Now I have to win. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. So I know what that does. I know the pressure that put on us as a team, as an organization. But what other pressure did you want? What other pressure we want?
Yeah, in regards to Carmelo's comments that you just heard, I feel like Carmelo was being genuine. I feel like Carmelo was just letting everybody know that, basically they are the oldest team in the NBA. Yeah, they should be the wisest team in the NBA. They should be the most experienced, because when you add up all the years of experience they have on that team with a bunch of older players, they should have a high basketball IQ, and they should be able to use their wisdom to get them through a lot of this season. Now, the only problem that I have with the team in regards to the way they're constructed is you have to hope that their health is going to be, up to par in regard to them making it through a long season and going through the playoffs and making a deep run. Because when you look at what happened last season with all the teams in the NBA, every team in the NBA seemed like they suffered with crazy injuries. And it could have been due to the fact that the season was, they had to come back a little early. It was a shorter season. It was a different type of, season for them in regards to, the regular 82 games and all that stuff. It was almost like one of them lockout seasons, kind of, sort of, or at least that's what it reminded me of anyway. The season being 72 games, and a lot of that goes into that. But at the same time, even with this Lakers team, the way they are now, health is going to be a big thing with them. Now, I do agree with Carmelo Anthony. They should be the most wisest wisdom type team in the NBA. They definitely have, the most, smarts on the team, just because they've all been in the league, and pretty much all of their main players have been superstars in the league at some point in their career. Carmelo, Russell still is, of course, LeBron, AD, which they still are. Dwight Howard used to be a superstar. Things like that. So I mean, it's a lot of basketball IQ on that team, and I don't want to discredit them from they can, like they can't win the championship, because they absolutely can. They have enough on the team to win, and it's going to take a Herculean effort by everybody to win, though, because it's not like they have a dominant LeBron James from 6-7 years ago, and maybe a dominant Dwight Howard from 10 years ago, so it's like, they have some pieces, they have really good pieces that they added. And, with LeBron and AD, you're definitely going to, make a lot of noise in the NBA. I'm not really 100% sure about LeBron moving to the 4 and AD moving to the 5 just to appeal for Westbrook, for him to actually, have the ball in his hands at all times. I personally said before on many occasions, I think LeBron James is the best small forward / point guard in the NBA, because when LeBron is distributing the ball and getting his own shot how he wants to, it makes a team deadly. It makes a team very lethal, because you have arguably the best player in the NBA distributing the ball at a high level, 8 to 10 assists a game, along with dropping 20 plus points a game, and can get you about 10 rebounds. I mean, LeBron has always been a walking triple double. And I'll take LeBron's triple doubles over Russell Westbrook's triple doubles any day, because LeBron has won championships, Russell Westbrook hasn't. So it's like, when you slide LeBron to the 4, of course that puts him closer to the basket where he can get more points, and which that bodes well for him, because he might be able to catch the all-time scoring list, be at the top of it, before it's all said and done, since he's closer to the basket. But at the same time, it takes away from the dynamic of the Lakers of how the ball is being distributed and when it's being distributed. And I always say, when you're a point guard in the NBA, it's not about how many assists you have. It's about when you get those assists. You can have 8 assists in a game and have a loss, but did you get those 8 assists in that game, most of it the first half? Or did you get some of it the second half? You see what I'm saying? It's more about when you get them. Like, there's a lot of times when you look at LeBron James have 12 assists, but he'll have about 5 or 6 assists in the fourth quarter. You see what I'm saying? He has them when they count the most, when the points count the most, you know what I'm saying? And that's championship level basketball. And I'm not sure Russell Westbrook can do that, because he hasn't proven that so far in his career. But I mean, hey, this is his time to prove it. And this is his time to, let the world know that, he's a different player and he's coming in with a different attitude. But like I said, as far as Carmelo's comments, yeah, I mean, it's a target on their back. And it definitely is, because the media is going to make it that way. And that's just the way it's going to be. But at the same time, I definitely think Carmelo's being genuine about what he says. He has to win it now, because if you look at Carmelo's career, I feel like the only thing that's missing in his career is a championship. I mean, I know a lot of people will say maybe an MVP of the league or something like that, but I never really been big on MVP of the league and all that type stuff. I always been more of the type person where it's like, you winning championships, that's what it's all about. And that's just me personally. But I think if, Carmelo could, win a championship, that would solidify his career even more, even though I still think he's a Hall of Famer. But I feel like he's putting some pressure on himself, but I feel like at the same time, it's the pressure that's needed, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, this can complete his career rather than hurt it, by him getting a championship. So, I feel like he's doing a little bit of both, putting pressure on himself, the team, and the expectation of the team through the media and everything that's surrounding them. It only mounts the pressure even more for the Lakers. But hey, they got a good team. On paper, they got a really good roster. They got a lot of size. They got some definitely high IQ basketball players, of course, and that's something I'm always big on. And I wouldn't be surprised if they won the championship, but at the same time, I really don't see how they're going to win it, because I just don't really believe in Russell Westbrook in regards to winning championships. I believe in Russell Westbrook in regards to getting his numbers, getting triple doubles, but it doesn't equate to winning. And that's what I always looked at Westbrook as a really good stats guy, highlight, dunk, crazy, bang on you, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Sports Center highlight, box office type player, but not able to win championships. And that's where I've always looked at him. But, you know what I'm saying, playing with somebody like LeBron James and the rest of the crew and Carmelo, who can, you know, kind of put their arm around him and let him know, like, hey, this is the way to do it. This is how you need to play. And this is what's going to help us win. You know, that can definitely go a long way. And like I said, I like Carmelo's comments in regards to him just being very genuine about how he feels and about how the situation should be looked at on his part because of, you know, his career and how his career is and how it's ended up. And, you know, him wanting to win a championship, you can hear it in his conversation, in his demeanor, and hopefully, you know, maybe you'll see that in his demeanor on the court as well. But hey, you know, that's my take on the situation, and let me know what you think in the comment section about anything that was said. Do you think Carmelo put a target on his back, on the Lakers, the team? Is the expectations even higher now that he's made these comments? Let me know in the comment section, and we'll talk about it. Khaliis out.